It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. Colorado Mountain College wants to remodel its campus and maybe grow its footprint in downtown Dillon. Tomorrow, CMC will meet with town council. The school hopes the town will consider a formal agreement for future development. There are no blueprints yet. CMC has been there in Dillon for more than 50 years inside of a converted post office and bank. A home just off I-70 in Silver Plume was destroyed by a fire yesterday afternoon. Not even 24 hours later, and more than 100 people have raised over $25,000 for the homeowner. One donor gave $5,000 on GoFundMe. What caused that fire is still unknown. No one was injured. Friends of the homeowner say at least one cat is missing. Krystal 93 joined local fire crews last week for pile burning northeast of Breckenridge. Several on Facebook wanted to know, why was that rotten beetle kill pine condemned as firewood? They would have happily taken it home. Red, White, and Blue Fire says this wood was just a little too far out there for public collection. It was a half mile from the nearest paved road. Other recent cuts, like those at Peak 7, they were closer. Some of that wood was free to the public. Dillon Ranger District sells low-cost firewood collection permits all year long. Stop by the Ranger Station in Silverthorne to get yours. 5 of 7 western states are rebounding big after a lean start to ski season. Colorado and Utah are not among them. Lodging data from Destometrics shows painful losses every month this season, with no meaningful improvement for Summit until summertime. The experts say even big snow this spring might not help. Many skiers have already booked their trips to California, Wyoming, and Montana. Local avalanche danger, it will be changing with the incoming snowstorm. Summit could see over a foot up high by late Wednesday. Heavy wind load is predicted. Avalanche forecasters have a warning for you storm chasers. This storm could bring the season's most dangerous AVI conditions. Danger for some areas could reach high by Wednesday, mostly north and south of Summit. In sports, NBA basketball returns on Thursday. NHL hockey still on hold until next week when the Olympics are done. U.S. women's hockey continued to crush at the Olympics this morning, beating Sweden 5-0. The U.S. will move on to the gold medal match Thursday. U.S. men's hockey plays again Wednesday in the quarterfinal. Also Wednesday, Michaela Schifrin goes for gold in slalom. And in local sports, the Summit High Nordic ski teams just cannot be stopped this season. The Tigers put 8 skiers in the top 10 on Friday, racing skate at Gold Run in Breck. It was the final race before state. Lucy Greenwood and Maven Kevich finished second and third behind Isla Elton of Vale. John Ryan, he was third for the boys, followed by 4 of his teammates. The boys easily ran away with the team title to remain undefeated as a team this season. The girls, they finally managed to beat Lake County, the defending state champs. Now the Tigers will ride this momentum to the state Nordic championships happening Friday and Saturday at Snow Mountain Ranch. Before then, Wednesday and Thursday, the Alpine team is chasing a state title in Vail. In other preps, Summit High basketball is on the home stretch of the regular season. Boys and girls play Battle Mountain on the road tonight. And Tigers hockey ended the regular season Friday with a loss to Battle Mountain. The Tigers, they're ranked number 7 for the postseason tournament starting on Thursday. That's when they'll be up against Liberty. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.